Peace, fam. I am Aki. I'm out here trying to catch this sunrise real quick. See if I can get it before I go ahead and start up talking and stuff. Yeah. I got a lot on my mind this rising. Some things that I, can change, and some things I simply can't. They're just out of my control. I actually forgot to see if the audio is gonna come clear, because I know it's super duper windy right now. So if the audio isn't clear, then it wasn't meant to be. I tried to look for my microphone this morning. I had like so much trouble even getting here. Woke up, brushed my teeth, looked in the mirror, my hair was all crazy. Not that I care about it being crazy, but it just looked like, it didn't look relaxed, it didn't look comfortable. And I guess I did take a shower last night and I did wet my hair. And I probably should have spent a little bit more time drying my free forms. But that's on me. That goes into one of those things that like you got full control of, so you can't complain about it. You can simply change it. While we waiting on the sun to come up, I was at the other side. So there's like a side that people fish off by the bridge, and then there's this side that I guess people don't really know about. I've never seen anybody over it. And the gates always closed the park, but free to walk, there's still benches. They keep the trash bags moved, so somebody comes and does maintenance over there. But I was watching a video when I was over there, and it was this, I want to call her a girl, but it was this woman, and it was a black woman, of course, but her opening statement of her video was like, the black race is the worst race to be a part of. And then she went down saying like the culture sucks, they kill each other, and they have multiple kids with multiple baby mamas, and there's multiple single women. Their music is trash. And then I don't know. It bothered me enough to where I wanted to type, but not enough to where I actually typed to that woman, because sometimes like I was reading the comments and people like learn your history. You feel me? And I think for the most part, the woman probably knows her history. She knows exactly what slavery is. She understands what indentured servitude is. She understands racism. She understands everything full well. I just know it. But one thing that I feel like she may be out of touch with is psychological programming. And when I say psychological programming, I mean it's the things that'll program your subconscious when you're not paying attention. For instance, when you go to the grocery store, where's all the candy? The candy's not at eye level. The candy is at a low level, because for the most part, kids want candy and sweets. So if you want to get candy and sweets to kids, you put it on a low level. Most people that go to the grocery store go for milk, eggs, different meats and stuff. They put the milk, eggs, meats way in the back of every single grocery store. Now, why wouldn't it be in the front? Because if it wasn't in the front, people would come in, grab what they needed, and head out. When you walk into Walmart, what does Walmart have in the front? They have like these big bins, and they've had them since I was kids. It's big bins of like deals. So if it's just starting summertime, you'll see lawn chairs and towels and floaties and stuff. Halloween, you'll see fake pumpkins and candy and masks and stuff like that. But you didn't come in there for pumpkins and candy and masks. You came in there for most likely milk and eggs. But they put the milk and eggs in the back. So what I want to say, how I want to relate that is they are going to show us on social media us not being together. We're going to hear it on music, us not being together. But for the most part, whenever I'm in a room with people my color, I feel a little bit better. Feel a little bit more comfortable. I know that you went through, or you're going through, or you have been through the same things that, or you will go through the same things that I've gone through. And it doesn't, that's not always a good thing, but it certainly isn't the worst thing in the world. And I don't know, different people have so many different experiences, and some people's experiences is just based off social media, like specifically off the fact that they seen it online and they were like, yeah, this is happening. For instance, I live in Tampa. Clearwater is over there. So what you're looking at over there, that's Tampa. Back here, it's St. Pete actually, but Clearwater is past that. So a couple days ago, it was some young cats. I guess they had like a beach event or something like that. I didn't too much research it. I seen one clip online, and then I heard some guys talking about it at work. But the clip that was online that surfaced was about 5 or 6 dudes about to jump this one dude in the street. But he did have a firearm on him. He pulled out his firearm and began to shoot. I didn't really have a problem with that because, I don't know, they're about to jump you, go defend yourself. At the end of the day, when them people punching you in your face and punching you in the head, a lot of people be like, oh, just fight. And I'm a fighter. I've said it a lot. Like, if you know me, I'll post boxing videos. I'll post me training. But in a street fight, it's not like in a ring, bro. Or it's not like you training. These people might actually try to kill you. Like, what if somebody gets their blow and they knock you out? They're probably stepping on your head or kicking you while you sleep in the face. I've seen some crazy stuff on social media. Yes, I have. I almost was not truthful. But I have seen somebody get kicked in their face in a street fight. But that goes into what I say, like, why are you in a position to where somebody's about to kick you in the face and you have a firearm? You should just defend yourself. Fight it in court. Where he went wrong, though, he proceeded to chase them. And that's no longer self-defense, right? So in that instance where they were actually going to do him harm, he went out of his way, chased them boys down while firing, and it's all on camera. Now, after that, it's still this week. I only work 3 days a week. I work 3 14-hour days, right? So we're still in the same week. The next day is Tuesday, right? I see on social media again is this Asian man, store owner, and apparently he shot. I don't want to say the boy's age wrong, but he shot a young black kid. Now, at first, I didn't know what was going on. I figured the young kid was trying to rob him or something, and that maybe he, you feel me, defended his store or something like that. But that was not the case at all. What happened was, and I actually did a little bit of research on this. The boy came in, they thought he was stealing Words got thrown around. He ended up running away, even though he did have a firearm on him. He ended up running out of the store and ran away. He was chased for 130 yards. And just to put that into context, you ever seen a football field? They chased him from end zone to end zone before shooting him in the back. And somehow that wasn't murder. Now that was an Asian dude, his Asian son, and a black boy. The first story I just told you was a black boy and some other black boys. That boy that shot at them boys in self-defense when they were trying to jump him, most likely he's going to jail. Because that self-defense it's not self-defense, bro. So you can't like claim self-defense. You were defending yourself, yeah. But then you started chasing people that's no longer defending yourself. The next day, with a different race, they start chasing you, and now all of a sudden that's self-defense. So certain stuff that we go through is just against us. And in our music, we talk about what we're living through. However, and I listen to rap music, and I believe it's a time and a place. I don't listen to it every day, and I don't listen to it every time I turn on music. But back to what I was saying, we rap about it, we put it in our movies, we talk about it, because we feel pain from that. Like that person that's going out there, the woman that's having babies by multiple men, things of that nature, sleeping with multiple men, same as the men that's going around sleeping with multiple women. There's probably something missing in those people. There's something that they feel to where they still want to get that. They want to get that feeling of closeness. They want to get that feeling of completeness. They haven't become comfortable with themselves. And when you have someone that is taught not to love themselves, they won't be comfortable with themselves ever, and they'll grow up acting like they love themselves, like false love, like false confidence. So you'll see her dress and say she not scared of nothing, wear the littlest bit of clothes. You'll see him go up and talk to every girl that he walks past, right? I don't see that as supreme confidence like a lot of people see it. I see it as you need something, you're missing something. Because when we're missing stuff, when we're missing out on stuff, we tend to go outside of our body to find it. And as long as you're looking outside of your body to find it, you just won't find it within, because the answer is always inside of you. So back to the young lady, the young black lady who was like, I don't know, with a worse race. It's just simply ignorant. You probably are very educated. You probably come from a healthy background, a healthy home. And I'm glad. I think a lot more of us need that healthy background, a healthy home to come from. But at the point where you are financially gaining, you're gaining off social media, and you're gaining off that dopamine hit from all these people commenting, and you commenting back and you arguing because you feel like you got all the facts, you might as well just go ahead and just, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing rude to you, but that shit just sick. You might as well have been born white, bro. Like, you might as well just go to a KKK rally and shit on black people all day, because you're not saying nothing that's helpful, bro. You're not even like, I don't know. I ain't letting shit bother me. As you can see, the sun is coming up. I done chopped it with you for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna do this a lot more often. Just come out here and get my thoughts off. Peace.